To block a man, call me. I will do it very fast. I don't think twice. Yo, I've suffered. I've suffered. Hey y'all, welcome back to What's Tea, period. A lot of things have just been happening, girl. Like, I hikey miss doing, so cute. I hikey miss doing story times. I honestly just stopped because some gents would be like, yo guys, be careful what you do or say to Tanti, you end up being a story time. And what about it? You should not do shakara and then you will not be a story time. Simple. But anyway, I have a story time for you. Actually, this is not a story time. This is more of a venting sesh because this week has rocked me, baby. Like, undercut, pa, yo. I've suffered. So that is why we are about to crack open one of these bad boys. A brand reached out to me. Their name is Cornbread. They are based in Kentucky here in the US, and they've just released their very first THC based seltzer. I've done a full review on Tandy Effect, so go and check that video out. I've also linked it in the description box down below, but I'm gonna finish off this the very last. It's that good. Literally, they sent, ooh, that sound so good on a weekend like this. Don't make me go back to my old ways. If I could sing, y'all would not hear the end of it. Actually, I cannot sing, but I still sing. And what about it? Somebody commented on my channel, I'm like, because you're not gonna cyberbully me. One thing about this mouth and this brain, quick. Not all I'm for, guys. I don't give a I never give a Guess what, bestie? Mercury is in retrograde right now and everything's just falling apart. Literally, my wig for graduation arrived and they sent it back because remember I told y'all I'm moving out of this space. So I don't know who had Zungu. Before I moved out, they already put a sign to vacant in the mailbox. So the mailman came, opened it up. So how? Person is vacant. So they sent everything back. Guys, this is my grad wig. Mind you, grad is in T-9 days as I'm recording this video. Actually, it's not even 9 days anymore. It's like 7.5. Even if I were to order one. Oh. No. The day was not going to ruin my day. My original plan, had I graduated in May, my plan was that I wanted to do braids. This is a specific hairstyle I've been wanting to do. I haven't gotten my hair braided since February. That's crazy, bestie. I was gonna do braids anyway, whatever. But I don't know, something was just like, just do wig. But then now I'm like, to be honest, deep down in my core, sorry, there's construction right outside. If you hear any weird sounds, beyond my control. At the bottom of my core, I'm a braids girly, okay? I always had my hair braided even before I came here. But because it's so expensive, sounded like a grown man is in this house. Where's the man? Nowhere to be found. Because one thing about men, I'm a daughter by a part of 666. They will show you that yes, we both have the same 24 hours in a day, but me and like nearly 25 and 8 days out of a week. Because what? Why do they hate us, guys? Like, what did we ever do to you? But I'm not one to air my business out here on socials anymore. Anyway, if someone were to hear me laugh like this, they would not believe the week I've had. Like, as I was saying, Mercury is in retrograde right now. And everything just felt like it was going wrong. My wig got sent back. And the one mailman that I saw when I went to the post office, he was very rude. And then I tried to go to a different location. She was very nice. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's very rude. We know him very well. I'm like, so why has he still got the job? And also he's a manager. And then I ended up calling that same place. And then another gentleman answered. He was so sweet. He was like, I'm so sorry. Because it said that it's vacant, we had to send it back. Usually we wait for like 2 weeks. And then I was like, okay. And like, how about my other packages? Because my parents are throwing me an after party, and I had to order a brand new dress because you know how I do. I show up and show out, okay? My daughter's dress is also for the grad. I also part of that package. So where are the things? And then it's like, oh, for that one, it's still on the way. It was actually supposed to be here a week ago. I'm like, a whole week? He's like, yes, bestie, we're supposed to be here a week ago, but I don't know what they're doing. And then I'm like, okay, to avoid this thing happening again, can you please just say, keep it at the post office? I will come pick it up from you. Because at this point, I don't even know what's happening with this moving stuff. They keep saying they want to do background checks. And then it's like, yeah, Tandy, we can do that. He kept, one thing about customer service, I have worked in customer service for many years. I mean, every single job that you're going to do, essentially you will have to have some level of customer service. You will be working with people in the service industry, talking to people. So you have to know, your people skills have to be very good. He kept on, one thing that I like, that I also do on my own, like I like dropping a person's name in the conversation. I don't know, it kind of just makes people feel heard and seen, because you should be actively listening to people, right? And I like that he did that. So that means, and also empathy. In his voice, I could hear that Tandy is panicking. Where are the packages? Graduation is very soon, and the packages are not here. How? But it's like, don't worry, baby girl. We've got this. We've got this on lock. Just come pick it up. So I went back into the app. I checked Shein, because you know, Shein, if you're seeing this, partner with me. I've been singing praises of your name for how many years now? Come on, let's do the right things. Anyway, he's like, when your package arrives, I'll just put a note in here that they shouldn't deliver it anyway. You should just come pick it up. So after this video, I'm gonna go pick up my packages. Going back to the fact that Mercury is in retrograde right now. Tandy has been fighting with Shein and USPS. No, I haven't been fighting with them. No, those are my besties. It's just slight misunderstandings, which conflict is bound to happen. In every single space, in every single relationship, conflict is going to be happening. You have to then work on self. Work on your self-awareness, work on your empathy, work on your communication skills for you to be able to navigate that conflict, right? So that we can have healthy relationships all around. Now, I've taken all the time to show up, right? To show up, to be good, to be understanding, to have empathy, to give grace. If you are not willing to be working on yourself, right? Don't bring your confusion to my life. Work on your emotional maturity. Like, you are blocked. And one thing about it, I don't take time, baby. I don't take time to block. One thing about me, if it's to block a man, call me. I will do it very fast. I don't think twice. Okay? Because you're not about to disturb, like I said. I continuously work on self. So for you to come and face me, be whole, okay? Continue working on yourself, and then we'll complement each other. I can never feel any voice in you, and you can never feel any voice. Not that I have any, because I continuously pray and work on self. Okay? I'm very self-aware. And the things that I'm lacking, I listen. When you tell me, because if someone takes time to be like, hey, I think you should work on this, that's love, baby. Thank you for telling me that. But then if you have to not even spend time to get to know me and you start saying things, it's like I've given you a paper. Out of 10, this is Tandy. Tell me more about Tandy. And you're talking about Tandy speaks Dutch, but she doesn't, which means you haven't taken time to know me. So you don't have the basis, you don't have the standing to come here and tell me I'm emotionally immature. You're reminding me of lived experiences that I don't want to. You don't even know me, so what's your basis? Anyway, you're not about to take me out of character and drag me down with you, which is hell. However, I take full responsibility for whatever happens. That's why whenever there's friendship breakups or just other misunderstandings and conflict, I like to take responsibility for my role in it, because for something to crumble, there were two people in the beginning and then now it's crumbled. What role did you play? Don't just blame the other person all the time. What role did you play? Okay, they came and said all of this. What did I say? What was my reaction? Did I validate their feelings? Did I try to make them understand that no, you're wrong, XYZ? Did I do it in a loving manner for them to understand, or I was just arguing to be heard? Work on self, guys. You avoid a lot of problems in life. Therapy is not a bad thing. It's not weak to go to therapy. And utilize those skills. You don't have to take everything the therapists say. They're just giving you strategies to navigate your feelings, your emotions, your lived experiences. But at the end of the day, is the therapy working? Are you reflecting? Are you self-aware? And also these people that try to be like, hey, I'm very spiritual, I love God, I've got a good... I've known very spiritual people. Case in point, my late husband. There's not a day that man ever said, hey, me, my relationship with God, very humble, down to earth. You just felt the aura. You just felt the spiritual pressure. He did not need to say all of that. That's a big red flag if you have to be like, oh, church this, church, ay, yay, yay, patish, tula. Nyarara. Let your actions speak for themselves. Baby girl, baby boy, if you're watching this right now, if they bring any kind of confusion, and also you can be the confusion. Hey, I know a lot of people like to be like, hey, pointing fingers. When you're pointing fingers, how many fingers are pointing back at you? 3 whole fingers. So please, self-introspect, see if things are working, don't force anything. If anything brings confusion, it's okay, baby, let it go. Let it go. Yeah, that's all I had to say for today's video. I just had to come on here and vent. Mercury retrograde is going to end possibly end of August, somewhere there. But at the end of the day, I've got headaches every day that I cannot even control. Sometimes things can feel like they're falling apart, i.e. my wig. I tried to reach out to hairdressers. They were like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, why are you canceling? But that's also a story for another day. This is also a sign. Just calm down, take a deep breath. Maybe God wants you to start also learning how to do some of these things on your own, you know, not to be dependent on everyone and everything around you. Take a deep breath, because I'm very reactive. If you know me, if any minor inconvenience happens, I just want to thank God for the growth. Honestly, really and truly, this week could have gone sideways completely, but I took a deep breath, calmed down, rationalized my feelings. I was present. I felt what I needed to feel, and I didn't just say things, regurgitate things. The first thought in my head. Take your time. Write, if you need to, take a piece of paper. Write down, split it in half, pros and cons. Feelings at the bottom. What am I feeling? Feelings are fleeting. They will change. But what are you feeling right now? If you wait 5 minutes, are you still feeling the same way? Can you control it? If you cannot, what are you going to do? If you can, what are you going to do? Guys, tiny habits make the bigger picture, make you a whole person. Anyway, shout out cornbread. This is such an amazing salsa. Usually when I take THC salsas, I feel nothing. But this one, I feel something. Thank you so much for watching this video. Continue to take care of yourself and your mental health.